YouTube, what's going on? Theo here, and today we are talking about the 1.3 live stream, which happened earlier today. So what the live stream, it went live super early this morning. I believe it was 5 a.m. Pacific here. There were essentially three ways this could have gone, right? In regards to all the drama, the issues, everything that P5X Global is currently facing. The first was that they acknowledged what was going on, the changes that they were making. They could then apologize for them and talk about compensation. The second option was to also acknowledge the problems and everything going on, but say that there will not be any sort of compensation. The third and final option that there was for how this could have gone was for them to not do or say anything at all and just go about things as ordinary. Of those three, which one do you think happened? Because it's the most obvious one. It's the one I think most people expected to happen, and it was number 3. They essentially just went about the live stream for 50 minutes, talked about a bunch of BS, and just told us what was going to happen in 1.3, which we already knew because they've showed us the roadmap. So they talked about Makoto, they talked about Vino. They even showed us 1.2 content in there. Like, people are pissed. Right, it's again just like before. It was like our expectations were low, but holy, you know what? Like, it's insane. Yeah, I just don't know what to do or say anymore at this point. It is it's pretty sad. Yeah, so now we have to wait until 1.4. So what they could have done is, hold on here really fast. I'm gonna do this as we go through this. There was essentially, we have to wait till the 1.4 live stream, because what's gonna happen is we are getting Yumi, I believe. No, what is her name? So the next character that we will be getting after Makoto is going to be Yumi, who is going to be our first 5-star navigator. The thing is with her is that she is technically standard character, but chances are they're going to push her back another 6 months or until the anniversary. Who knows? What they could and should do, which probably won't happen, is that they could just essentially make it so that as soon as she comes out, her banner expires, she goes straight to the standard banner. Is that going to happen? No, I don't think it is. Right, she, along with what is her name, the healer, the blessed healer. Why am I blanking on all these characters? Should technically have been in here by now, but long story short, we're not going to know until we know, right? So we have to wait. We have to wait till 1.4 is essentially what I'm getting to. This is when they're going to have to address what's going on, because this is going to tell us is going forward, this is going to be permanent, or are they going to take the chance to roll things back? As we get closer to 2.0, are they also going to add our 100% guaranteed banner? I don't know that. So it's a whole bunch of more wait and see, which is literally the worst thing possible. People are still frustrated. To again though, just go on and pretend that everything's fine, I think is what kind of irks me the most with the live stream. To just go about and just pretend like everything's fine and dandy, there's no problems. Meanwhile, everybody is absolutely roasting you on social media because of how this whole situation is being handled and how you're just being greedy with global. It's just really frustrating. And are the people on the live stream responsible? Of course not. No. I believe this technically, again, I think I've said this before, it comes down to Atlas, because they are the ones who are in control of, sorry, not Atlas, apologies, Sega, who are in control of the global version of this game, right? it's just really, really sad because it's just a whole bunch of greed. That's all it is. And yeah, so we gotta wait and see now. Surprise, surprise, I'm still upset. I'm not happy. This is just such a huge letdown that this is still happening. And they're just gonna treat us like we're, I don't know. It's just very disrespectful. I just can't stand the greed of this whole situation. Just acknowledge it, give us some answers. I think that's probably the worst part, is just the fact that we feel like we're being ignored, on top of how we're being treated. So we're gonna have to wait. Thankfully 1.3 is also going to be a short one, and then we have 1.4 and then finally 2.0. The problem is with Yumi here being a standard character, we're going from Makoto, who's a very good character. Then we're going into Yumi, who is a 5-star navigator, who might kind of turn into like one of those units you really have to pull. Just because of how important navigators are. You literally have to have a navigator, and she's gonna essentially power creep these two. So that's gonna be a big thing. And then you're gonna have, I forget what her name is, I think it's Cord, who is essentially a must pull just because of how universal she is, how good she is, what she does for comps as a buffer. So it sucks, and this is the problem, right? Because it's like, at my case, I'm sitting on 200. Let me go back. I'm trying to decide who to pull for. As of right now, I'm thinking that I pull for Makoto. I'm sitting on over 230 pulls, which is a lot. But with that said, if I do pull for all three characters, one, I do have to win all my 50-50s, which is probably not going to happen. And two, the other thing is, like, there was also no mention of a login reward, which there was kind of like, okay, they're speeding things up. Here you go. You get a login reward as compensation for things. And it's like, okay, well, that does help a bit. But now there's just nothing, no mention of that at all. So it's like, wait a minute, there's going to be 3 banners that people are going to want to pull on. And so unless you're spending money, which again, given the state of this game, I'm never going to ever recommend that. I have not spent money since the game first came out. Like, it's just, why should I? It's just so frustrating. We gotta wait longer for answers, which is what I'm here to tell you guys, and I don't like saying that, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna continue to do my dailies. I will make a video if I pull for Makoto, which I'm probably am. I'm probably gonna skip Yumi, or I might try a couple attempts and try to hit early. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Since she will be standard, I think I might just try to forego having her until I can get her. That's also why, even though I'm 100 in, I'm curious to see if more characters will get added to this. Probably not. I'm curious. I'm gonna guess they're gonna be greedy with this as well, if I don't use my 300, because that's what I'm essentially waiting on. I'm already 100 in, and I'm sitting on 72 more, which is pretty crazy. The weird thing is, most of these have been from 1.0. The amount of resources I've gotten from 1.1, 1.2 has really not been that much, outside of the dailies, which which are not included in stuff that you get from a patch. So it's not looking good, guys. It's not. I really want to play this game. I really want to enjoy it, and I really want to defend it. But it's really hard to, just with how this entire situation is. So that's going to be it, guys. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace and deuces. See ya.